Hello guys, welcome back to Phil's day. What is it? Day 7 days? Yes, day 7 of Phil's practice lobby, practice room, where basically I do the same thing every day. I stream myself getting back into shape on the bass and coming back with remembering all the cool exercises that I did that got me to where I am as a bass player, and I feel like I've got something to share, and I'm sure you guys do too. So please do talk to me on Twitch, talk to me on YouTube. Do let me know if you've got any questions or if, yeah, whatever, anything, just life advice. Maybe I've got some. Who knows? In any case, I've got some news. I finally put some, as promised, I've put some cool material on the Patreon page that's available for free. You can just get a nice little PDF with the notation and the tabs for all the exercises that I'm doing at the moment. Mainly left hand focused so far. We'll talk a bit more about the right hand today. Unfortunately, and I'm going to do that very soon, I need to get another camera that's just focused on my right hand or focused on the left hand depending on what we do, but I'll have to sort of set all of that up. But that's the idea. I want to give you guys a close look at what's going on here, because that's, like I always say, 50% of the job of the bass player is muting strings, and that happens as a combination of your right hand, your left hand. In the case both of these need to, you can always work on strength and stamina, being able to reach notes further, play harder things for longer. All of that obviously with a focus on avoiding injuring ourselves, because that's just the worst, and we just don't want that. We don't want that at all. So, Patreon link is right here. Ding ding, Patreon link. Go check out the page. You'll be able to download the PDF and the accompanying MP3 recordings, and basically play along. If you just string them up, put them in a nice little playlist. They're basically like a sort of 10-minute practice routine that you can do every day. Just slap that on and just follow through. Every day, keep playing that, and I guarantee you that you'll see some actual results. Your left hand, because that's all I've done so far, is the left hand focused exercises, and you'll definitely feel a little bit stronger every day that you do these exercises. And I think they're really valuable, because in 20 years of playing the bass, I still do them. And you're my witness for about a week now, or a week and a half. There's a reason why I'm doing these exercises first thing every single time. It's because I think they're unbelievably useful and effective at getting into shape and avoiding injury, provided that you do them in a responsible way. All of that's detailed in the PDF, so I encourage you to go check out the Patreon, and all of that's available for free. I'll put as much free stuff on there as I can, and maybe eventually there'll be enough there to justify a little bit of a price tag. Or maybe I'll just leave it up to you, and you guys decide if that's worth $1, a euro, a pound, 100 yuan, or any kind of currency that you guys trade in your respective countries. Without further ado, we are supposed to go through the exact same thing that we were going through this last week. So we're going to set up. I always forget to do that. Come on. Got loads of time and I always forget to do that. I had a little bit of a stress just before I started the stream as well. My phone wasn't connecting. I was like, that's my only camera at the moment, so there's absolutely no way I could just put something together without a camera. Who wants to listen to me just jabber on about nothing for an hour? In any case, first exercise of the day, 60 BPM. We're going to play eighth notes over this. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and just start nicely, nice and clean, and down. I'm going to try and put a little bit more of a focus on keeping up with the tempo on this one, because I struggled a little bit. whilst recording these exercises today. I'm not gonna lie. And I've skipped a beat. There we go. I still can't talk and play bass after all this time. Remember that the focus as well is to keep these strings muted, the strings you're not playing. They should always be muted. And the next kind of material that I'm going to put online on the Patreon will be different muting techniques. And I'll find a way to take some photographs of how to mute the strings with your left hand and your right hand, because the only thing that works is the combination of the two. And like I always say, 50% of the job of a bass player is to mute strings. That's actually true, but nobody talks about it, because it's really common sense, but you know, somebody's got to tell you. Last one. Okay, I don't know how I did with the tempo on this one. I don't know if I was, when I'm talking, I can't help it. It's just, I haven't really practiced that. Great point. I should probably practice that at some point. But for now, second exercise, which is the sort of static hold, where we play the exact same thing, except the fingers move one by one from one string to the other, and when they're not required, they stay in position, firmly pressed against the string. Here we go. 3, 4, and remember that the goal here is not to go fast, it's to do it well. Because what you practice slow, you'll be able to play fast, not the other way around. Try to let these strings, these notes ring for as long as possible. Because even though this is not supposed to be a very musical exercise, the goal is to eventually use it to produce music, and it will be the same mechanics whether or not you're playing an exercise, playing an exercise, or recording in the studio. Bit fuzzy there. Right, let's do it one more time. One more time. Missed a note. Okay, cool. Yeah, pretty happy with that. I've been finding it a lot easier to do these exercises, obviously day by day. I had to stop a couple of times, I think last week, during the sort of creep up the neck or down or up or into the low register. And yeah, I feel like I could have done this twice in a row this time, so this is cool. There's some progress there. Right, let me switch to YouTube, see if we've got any comments. No, not yet. That's cool. No worries. Nobody's bothered about that, because I'm just documenting it. It'd be more fun if there were more people, because I wanna hear about you guys. I wanna hear what you think. Am I doing it wrong? Could be doing it wrong. This could be a whole mistake, and actually you guys get to give me awesome advice. And yeah, either way, everybody's winning. I'm winning. Constructive criticism. Brilliant. The microphone was disconnected all this time, and I didn't notice. I didn't do my checks properly again, or is it because I was fiddling? I was fiddling with it. Ah, that's brilliant. Well, I'll have to check the recording and see how much of all of that was just lost forever. That's okay. Maybe I'll just put the microphone, the iPhone microphone on as well. Thanks, chat, for absolutely not letting me know that the microphone wasn't on. It's not your fault. It's mine, 100%. But I wish I'd known. That's okay. It's not the first time. Hopefully the last one. But I do hope that at least you could hear the bass. Ah, what a shame. Gosh, I love this bass. We haven't talked about slap at all, but that's also, yeah, slap that bass. Super important to be able to mute these strings when you're playing. Okay, I'm gonna have to disable that because that's just gonna be annoying. Brilliant, love the internet. Cool. Ah, what a shame about the microphone. Again, yesterday the stream was set to private. Today it's set to public. Everything should be working. Bass is picking up, fantastic, and then the mic dies on me. I think I broke it when I unpacked it, actually. Turn that off. Ah, what a shame. That's quite frustrating. Sorry about that, guys. But again, these are all the little checkboxes that I must make sure I tick before I start streaming. In any case, we're staying at a consistent viewership at this point, which is great. I'm not losing any viewers. Awesome. Not losing any viewers. Nobody's decided to unfollow or unsubscribe, so pretty chuffed about that. Gonna have to find this guy a name, by the way. This guy there, this Wallonian rooster bass player. Gonna have to find him a name. I'm gonna have to think about that. All right. Well, in any case, moving on. So I've talked about the left hand when it comes to muting. Very, very important to consider all of these factors. I'll come up with some cool exercises. Maybe we can do a little bit of a harmonics. No worries, we could probably just come up with an exercise right here, right then. That's a cool exercise for pinky finger, actually. Oh, yeah, let's do something like that. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's not that nice. Or maybe we could do chords. Actually, that could be nice. Oh, what is that? Something like human nature, but that's not really the demanding kind of exercise that we like on this stream. We need something a bit more demanding, something like yeah, something where your pinky is actually required to slide, because that's that muscle right there, super demanding. Where was I? Yeah, that's not bad actually. It's a cool little loop. So I'm recording this, so I'll write that down and I'll add it to the free PDF that you guys can find on my Patreon page. Go and have a look at it. It doesn't have this exercise on it yet, but tomorrow it will. Oh yeah, why not? Yeah, we'll just do loads like slides galore. See, don't even need my thumb. I just need a finger. And it requires you to move across the neck quite fast, actually, which is nice. I think that would be a cool thing to, cool little exercise to put together. So awesome. So guys, if anybody's joining, what I'm doing, I'm trying to stream every day, and I'm documenting my getting back into shape, ship shape for playing bass, because I haven't been able to play in quite some time. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just documenting my own practice sessions, and hopefully that can be, you know, food for thought for anybody who's watching, being like, oh, I never thought of doing that, or ask questions, share your own practice routines, your own cool resources. I feel like these two things that I'm talking about most often are not really talked about that much, or at least the emphasis is not enough on it, I don't think. It's cool to focus on the improv and, you know, how to get your slap together and all that, which I'd love to cover as well at some point. But if the basics aren't there, then you're just bunny hopping over all the important things that a bass player should have. They're not the flashy bits, but they're the ones that will get you work, and that will, you know, people might not be able to put words on them, on exactly what it is that they like about your playing, but they will like it, because it'll just be tidy, it'll be just neat, you'll be in control, it'll be, you know, you've got command over the neck, you'll be able to do all sorts of crazy jumps. Oh, that's a cool exercise as well, actually. I need to introduce. Nice. That's definitely something I'm going to add to the course as well. It's not a course; it's more like a little quick little workshop type thing. Something you can just go through in about 10-20 minutes every day. In any case, that's taken from a song by Chorinho Praele, something like that. It's Hermeto Pascoal. That's it, Brazilian guy. Awesome composer, super experimental dude, and he's got this song that has this insane riff in it. I'm playing it at about half the speed. It's just crazy riff, just goes all over the neck, but it's a phenomenal exercise. Look at the spread. So, where was I? Anyway, you can do this. So just over the span of, what, 6 frets. Pretty awesome stretch there, right there. And if you can maintain strength through that, you'll be burning. And just before a gig, you know, you're just warming up on stage, just doing sound check, just to annoy everyone. Or whatever it is, because I haven't practiced it in ages. But hey, that's what it could be. That's what you could be doing instead of, you know, whatever you're doing. I'm sure it's not as fancy and rock and roll as playing obscure Brazilian experimental jazz licks. In any case, guys, since I had this issue with the mic, I feel like I've wasted everybody's time for about half an hour. Not for the last 10 minutes where I realised that the mic had been disconnected, which is a shame, but hey, you live, you learn. I gave myself about 10 streams worth of content to sort of iron out all of these things I'm terrible at, mainly setting it up and being ready on time for the stream, but I will improve it. Again, guys, on the Patreon, there's some material there now. Just have a look. It's free. You might find it useful. You might not. If you don't, just do leave a comment. If you do, leave a comment as well. I always appreciate the attention I get from the attention. I appreciate to have some of your attention. I know it's what everybody's vying for today, and hopefully I managed to capture a little bit of it. So cool. Tomorrow will be better, because I'll have more stuff to talk about. It'll be more consistent, and hopefully the mic doesn't cut out on me. I think it happened when I moved it. I hope it was on at the beginning. In any case, guys, thanks very much for joining me today. I'll probably stream again. I'll very likely stream. I will stream again tomorrow. Hold me to that. I'll stream again tomorrow. And hopefully there's enough people on the chat that we can have a cool conversation and exchange some interesting ideas. So, again, thanks very much, guys. I'll see